welcome, or maybe even welcome back. You never know. So the last video I made, I uploaded it. It was this album I was talking about and listening to. And the first comment, and maybe the only at this point, it's still there. You can go back and read it, and if you're interested, of course. But the fellow subscriber said, "Oh, I guess you're listening to it in the wrong speed," and so on and so forth, talking about the group. And no, I did not. And now it's the second time I bought an album where I listened to it too slow and did not discover it before another person said, I think you're listening to it too slow." The first album was the Mike Patton group, Death Cross or something, I think it's called. The first album, the one with Bela Lugosi's dad on it, if you know it. And I was listening to that album on 33 rounds per minute, as you would. And I think the mistake is because, as I said, you're just used to an album is 33 rounds per minute. That's kind of the definition of an album, if you know it. If you're going 45 and you still are on the big, the 12-inch, you're usually making an EP or, some, in Europe, back in the 80s, we call them maxi singles, because they were big. And 45 rounds per minute is also the better sounding album, because you get more sound passing through the needle. Doesn't I hope it makes sense. It basically gets more information per second, so it's a wider packed information track, so and because of that you can get more, I guess, sound in there. It makes sense, I guess. But yeah, back to the boo-boo. I was listening to Dead Cross, and a pal said, "Yeah, it's too slow, I think." And it was like, what? And all of a sudden, after a couple of years, I was, not years, but weeks, I think, in that case, it was maybe a week or two, I listened to it, I don't know, 5 or 6 times by my own, and then I got some company. "Hey, listen to the new shit, man. It's really gnarly and really slow. It's really drony." And I think the main reason, other than you're just used to it's 33 rounds per minute when you're playing albums, is that I'm a big Melvins is maybe my second favorite band of all time after Cramps. They are in that top 5 category, always shuffling around, but Cramps is always number 1 in my world. And then sometimes it goes to Melvins for the most, number 2. It could go to, the Beatles and groups like that, in my opinion. But Melvins taught me the enjoyment, of the slow, drony, and there, if you know it, they made some that is I don't know even how to describe it. It's the slowest, freaking heaviest rock you ever heard, if you haven't heard it. And I'm talking about the Lysol album, that is, with the native, or is it still allowed to say Indian guy, Chief, on the cover. Classic, but that is slow as molasses, At the North Pole, I was about to say, but sounds like molten lava. And I guess that's why when I just hear something slow, it's like, yeah, man, that's pretty gnarly. and this was also the case with this fantastic, beautiful record. Let's just listen to it as I did again, because it's a masterpiece. It's a I think I discovered, and I'm just kidding, the Red Dead Redemption version of this one, the hidden one. Maybe Red Redemption 2, but everything gets more bassy. The album is, For me, that sounded fucking great. That was gnarly, And that's just like, it doesn't sound like, it's not supposed to sound like that, But yeah. All of a sudden it gets a little bit lighter. So, that's crazy. I'm just trying to take it a notch down, so you can hear what I'm saying, because this isn't a track video. We're not gonna listen to it. We're not gonna react to a track. We're just gonna talk about, as we did, about My Funny Boo Boo. And all of a sudden, as I said in the first video, the video before this one, the Boo Boo video, so to speak, now I can hear what he's saying. So is it better on full speed, the right speed? Yeah, I guess so. But I think I don't know if it's hard to imagine being in my head now at this point. It's kind of like a total different album. It makes sense now. And it's less Melvins. Or less Red Cross at the wrong speed. I don't know. That we laughed, me and my pal, when we discovered it, or I discovered it. It was like, holy fucking shit, man. That was the first. But it's funny. Some albums, full albums, how is it possible for one person to not think at 1 second, maybe I'm listening to it wrong, or you check it out? No, it did not occur to me. I was going for for the groovy ride, I was going for this. And maybe that's also why I compared it to the John Carpenter. Maybe I would never have done that if I was listening to it right, you know. I don't think so. So yeah, man, I leave this. It just slipped right out of the cover. Anywho, so now we corrected it and we can move forward and fill our lungs in the next one, you know. As I say, we all float down here. Thank you for watching. Man, see you in the next video. Bye.